Good evening. Technology. Welcome to the Cedartown Middle School and High School annual Christmas concert. On the stage right now is my beginner band. These are 6th graders at the middle school, and they're a little nervous, but that's okay. That makes me a little excited. We play a lot better when we're a little excited. These young musicians have been playing somewhere around 4 months. And as you know, we've all lived through this. When they first get their instruments, they're so very, very excited. And all they want to do is just play. So the first day, they get their instruments out, and I show them how to put the instrument together, and I show them how to make the first, put the fingers down, make the first noise, and it sounded a little like this. And that is my world for about 2 months. And then all of a sudden it starts sounding like music, and then all of a sudden we play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this whole new world opens up. Well, hopefully we'll sound a whole lot better on this next one. Our first selection for this evening is always Jingle Bells. There it is. 2 weeks ago, we had our first parade over at Rockmart, and they did a fantastic job. First performance they'd ever had as a group. And they went out and they did a great job, and I'm sure they were tired and all that kind of stuff when they got home. Then we turned around this past week, right before the snow, and had the Cedartown Christmas Parade. And so they've had that performance, and then we finally get to play our Christmas concert. I'm very proud of them. They've worked very, very, very hard, and I hope it shows. Our next selection is Up on the Housetop. much. You'll see the percussionist throughout the evening moving from instrument to instrument. We try to make sure everybody who plays gets a chance to play on all the different things and everything. And just like that, we come to our last piece for this group. This is a little song that I kind of rearranged. I made an arrangement of this song for a high school band, and I thought, I'm not teaching high school band anymore. Let's rearrange it for the middle school. So this is Rockin' Saint Nick. All right, this is the intermediate band, 7th grade. And we've been playing a little over a year now, and our first selection is Joy to the World. I'm going to wait just to make sure everybody's listening, because these students have worked very, very hard this year, and there may be parents that want their child is sitting up here and they want to hear them and they can't hear them with chatter. Okay? Try to be nice. Okay? So if we can, okay? Thank you very much. You can really tell the difference between beginners and the 7th grade. That's the one great joy I have with teaching middle school. Each year has its own personality and its own drive, and each band really has its own sound. The 6th grade's doing a fantastic job. 7th grade, I mean, they've really, past few weeks have just like, oh, that's what that's supposed to sound like. That's awesome. And they're really doing a great job. I'm very, very proud of all of these guys. Our next selection, as we progress, we start showing them you can play different tempos inside the same song. We have key changes and things like that, style changes and all that. Our next selection is called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Thank you very much. Our last selection with this group is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the old guy kind of thing. Okay, we're just not going to. But they've worked very hard on this, and I think you're going to enjoy it. One of the great privileges of me teaching here, besides a lot of the great folks that I teach along with, colleagues and all that kind of stuff, the parents that are here and the students and all that kind of stuff, one of the great joys of my life is working with one of my well, my best friend, is Mr. Tom McGarity. And I would like for Mr. McGarity to come out and conduct our 7th grade group.
Thank you.
Okay, one more set change for the middle school, and then we'll bring our advanced band, the 8th graders, on stage. And 8th graders, if you will please stand and start making your way around. On stage now is the intermediate band. I did it again. The advanced band, they were the intermediate band last year. This is the 8th grade. Real quick, this group's kind of unique. For the most part, we have some of our students that are in this group that are participating in the Cedartown High School marching band, and they had to have a tryout to make that for the 8th grade. And I just want those folks that are in the marching band right now to stand up and be recognized real quick. Marching band folks. Percussionist, great. They did a great job. It was just like, they were just like really had a lot of fun all fall long, and they did just a fantastic job. I'm very proud of them. This group also has a couple of people that started just this year, and want those two, Jake and Ezekiel, y'all stand up please real quick. These guys just started and they've moved into this group, and I'm real proud of them. Okay. Our first selection with the advanced band is called A Christmas Serenade. When I was putting their part of the concert together, it just kind of happened. We've got kind of an international flavor with this. All of these first three pieces are from Western Europe, they're very old. You know most of them. The first one is, what's the first one? I'm sorry. I know it's Christmas Serenade, the first song. Oh, We Wish You Merry Christmas. And then the second tune is O Tannenbaum, which comes from Germany. And then the last is another German piece called Silent Night. This is a Christmas serenade. If you feel like singing, please do so. You'll hear when you're supposed to come in. I'll even give you a cue. So if you feel like singing along, please do. This is a Christmas serenade. As I said, this is going to be kind of an international thing. Our next selection, again, I'm going to ask Mr. McGarity if he would like to come forward and conduct Christmas in Mexico. for our last piece, we're going to play a song that is my favorite Christmas tune. But before I do that, let me say a few thank yous. First off, the faculty and staff at Cedartown Middle School, Ms. Halsey, Mr. Shepard, and Ms. Reynolds, the principals there, and to all the guys that I work with over there. A better faculty you're not going to find anywhere, and I really appreciate all the things that they do to support our program. Anytime that I need my students, they're like, hey, not a problem. Middle school personnel, teachers, faculty, anyone else that works at the middle school with me, if you would please stand up real quick so we can recognize you. Thank you very much. One of the things about this time of year, there's so much going on. There's a basketball game going on over there at the middle school right now, so there's always just real busy. That's why we try to schedule things way ahead of time. If you want to know the date of the spring concert, we'll talk. I feel very honored and blessed to work where I do, to work with Mr. McGarry, Mr. Ware, and Ms. Eaton, and Mr. Mulkey, and Ms. Barfield, all the folks that I get to work with day in and day out. These fine young musicians that I have to get onto from time to time. We're really advancing in the right direction, I feel, and I think you can hear that with the students and their performance tonight. I'm very proud of them. And I'll stop talking now. I'm not a Christmas person. My wife thinks that the Grinch took lessons from me. Yeah, Buddy the Elf never comes to my house. That's just not happening. But there is one thing that every time I perform this piece, I take myself back. My favorite place on earth, Hawaii. So I've been there several times. One of these days, if you say, where'd Mr. Gossett go? I'm on the islands. This is Mele Kaliki Maka.